back with Kodai.
Yeah, give me
Ramen. Teshikaga.
Teshikaga, yes.
Cheers. Dumpy, man. Again, back to Hokkaido. Oh yeah. I've been in Hokkaido now for a while snowboarding. That's in another video, but now it's time to check out the city of Sapporo. Sapporo is the capital of the Hokkaido prefecture and is the 5th biggest city in Japan. Whew. Sapporo's getting dumped on. Cool. One thing about Japan, no matter where you go, the food is awesome. Some fresh cut sashimi, of course, and this grilled squid, which came on a hot plate. I was just relaxing in my hotel for a few hours and then decided to come into the city and look what I found. A Liberty Walk store right in the city. If you're familiar with JDM cars, this is all the forbidden fruit that we couldn't get in America. Like the famous Skyline GTR sitting right in front of us, which is a crazy build by Liberty Walk. They're known for their builds that are just unreal. If you saw my earlier video last month at the Tokyo Auto Salon, they have one of the best booths there. So to see them have their own store here in Sapporo is pretty awesome. If you're not into these cars or know nothing about them, well, come along and learn something. It's always good to learn new things, even when you don't know anything about something that you're looking at. Hell, this build's so crazy, I barely know what the heck I'm looking at. So cars like this, I guess, would be considered JDM cars, Japanese domestic market. Of course, heavily modified, but it's all JDM parts that we all would love to acquire for those of us that don't live in Japan, and for those that do, that are into the sport that do live here. So it's kind of the best, coolest race car stuff we think in the world. So this is Liberty Walk JDM Cafe. So you can actually order a coffee and a beer if you want. And of course, they have accessories everywhere that has all to do with Liberty Walk and JDM culture. Besides a few parts, the shop's selling mostly just swag items or gift items like t-shirts, model cars, and of course you can grab a coffee while you're here, like I said. But it's just really cool to see something like this, especially if you are an enthusiast of Japanese cars, to be here right in the middle of the city in Sapporo. So props to Liberty Walk, job well done. This is part of the Japanese culture, so if you're not into these cars, just learn a little bit about it, so now you know. Yeah, like I was saying earlier today, there was record storms coming through, and it looks like the snowplows weren't able to get on the main roads here, so there's a lot of cars getting stuck. Can't believe he's manhandling that car by hand. Looks like a Jeep's coming to save the day. Toyota makes the Tundra, but you never find them in Japan. That's a great truck, so I don't know. I was just bragging about Japanese cars, but yeah, they just don't have the equipment they need here for when it snows like this, like we do with our Tahoes and Tundras in the US. Like, Toyota, get some Tundras up here. I also wonder why nobody has chains. I mean, I don't see one car with them. Chaos in the snow. God, the snow is pretty thick and deep for being on the main road. Let's go get some food. Here we are at the famous Ganso Sapporo Ramen Street. Located right in the heart of the entertainment district, miso ramen shops started popping up here in the 1950s. The restaurants in the alley helped spread this type of ramen across all of Japan. Let's head down the alley and take a look. There's 15 to 17 individual ramen shops, most of them only seating a few people. It feels local, but this alley is world famous. Crazy. Every place is packed. Got my ticket. There's just too many people, so they'll give you a ticket and tell you what time to come back. It's an hour and a half away, so I figured I would come back and check out the city in the meantime. And it looks like the streets are still having lots of problems with everybody getting stuck. Big problems in Hokkaido. I'll tell you one thing, that's not how you get a car out. They're doing it all wrong. They're never gonna get out. All right, I better go help them. Been sitting there for a while now. The driver had a small shovel, so I cleared the snow away from all the tires in front and back. Okay, camera away. We gotta get this car out. And that's it, a team of guys, we rocked it back and forth, rocked it out, and he got out. Now everyone's gonna go in for the car right behind us. Making the same mistake again by pushing in one direction. You gotta rock it back and forth until it breaks free forward. I'm jumping in there again. Yeah! So funny. Bunch of the guys thanked me for helping them out and for leading the charge, and they couldn't believe a tourist would jump in there, take control, and help everybody. So that was really cool. But man, we freed about 3 or 4 cars, and there's more getting stuck. You know what? And my noodles are getting ready. I better start heading back. And if you remember my Osaka videos, look what they're cooking here. Takoyaki. Being in the middle of the entertainment district, I'm starting to see what that entails. No pun intended, if you know what I mean. This truck keeps driving around, but there's also lots of pictures of girls on buildings as well. I think a light bulb is about to go off in my head. I don't think they're advertising makeup. Freezing and hungry with a few minutes to spare, I'm gonna grab a snack that will warm me up. One of my favorites, hot dog burrito from 7-Eleven. Oh yeah, number one. It's 20 degrees outside and I keep seeing Japanese girls wearing skirts. It's common, it's not just her, it's a bunch of them. Like I said, we're in the entertainment district. I'm starting to notice more of these signs. Ramen Alley's just right down the street, and these signs are kind of everywhere. Here's a cool little truck. He's probably not having a problem like the other cars are. I just don't get how you can wear skirts when it's 20 degrees outside. Crazy. I'm pretty sure the girls walking around with the skirts have nothing to do with these places though. I think that's just what they do in the culture. The girls wear the skirts whether it's summer or whether it's winter. See, right next to Ramen Alley, but we're on the other side of the alley from before. I've got a few minutes to spare. I'm gonna find out what's going on. Now this is funny. Check this out. There's a bunch of these stores and they're labeled information centers, and inside there's pictures of girls. So let's go find out what's up. I talked to the staff and they were really friendly. They don't even care that I'm filming in here, but they said that what this is, these are all hostess girls that you can pay to hang out with and I guess drink with or whatever, which is really common in Japan, so it's not that big of a deal. But then she pointed me to this other section and said it was the touch boob section. So I guess it's much more than a hostess place, and you could get a lot more if you want to. Okay, I guess we'll have to leave that experience for another traveler. I just don't like it when people show you travel videos and there's stuff everywhere right in front of you like this, and nobody mentions it. So, gotta show you the truth, right? Well, back to Ramen Alley. Hey, you see this symbol real quick? That's real popular in the US for street racing. Hell yeah. Cold. Welcome to Ramen Teshikaga.
Yeah, good.
After the long wait in the cold, you're let inside where you order from the screen, and when there's a seat available, you get to sit down. And here you get a front row seat to all the action. These restaurants are so famous in Ramen Alley, I'm pretty sure that Anthony Bourdain even came to one of them before. It's cool to see how they artfully craft and put together your order as you sit here with anticipation. Here we go, one spicy miso ramen with pork, corn, and butter. And 1,300 yen, no tip, no tax for some of the best miso ramen in the world. Wow. Kore wa oshii ramen desu. It's so delicious, especially with the weather outside, makes it even better. So good. Hot. Cool. Okay, it's the next morning, and I'm going to show you more of this city. By the way, there's a lot of crows I've noticed hanging around Sapporo. A landmark of the city, the Sapporo Clock Tower is the oldest in Japan, finished in 1881 and still chimes on the hour till this day. Here's the street that we were last night, so it shows that the plows did come through, and it looks like there's no more cars getting stuck, so the city's coming back to normal. The storm was so bad that trains and airplanes were canceled and tens of thousands of people stranded. We might as well start off the day right by getting something to eat. Of course, we came back to Ganso Ramen Yokocho Sapporo. Really quick, we're going to try another spot for lunch, and then we'll be on our way to check out the rest of the city. This is one of the most busiest places, so I figured we would try here. The line's a bit shorter in the daytime. This shop is very famous for its intimate setting. I got a spicy miso ramen, and there's only a few chairs available, and they cook it right in front of you. So good. Good to the last drop. I found this Buddhist temple, but it looks like the monks haven't come out yet, or anybody, to shovel the walkways. It's still covered in snow everywhere. We're gonna go check out the Nijo market. An historic seafood market in central Sapporo, the Nijo market is famous for its fresh Hokkaido seafood, and it's real close to the TV tower. Cool. Man, it's cold outside. Watch out. You can blow your whole paycheck here. It's not the first time I've said that in Japan on food. Yum, yum, yum. And when you buy seafood, the restaurant right behind the stall will cook it up for you. Wow, so cool. Hungry. Here's a good look at the market. I'm facing south and the tower is directly behind me. I came here specifically to try a dish called kaisendon. It's a bowl of rice topped with fresh Hokkaido seafood. Just like in ramen yokocho, there is intimate seating where the chef prepares the dish right in front of you. This one was 29.80 yen for everything you see in front of me. It came with tuna toro, salmon, salmon roe, crab, sweet shrimp, scallops, and this nice miso crab soup along with the green tea. And just a few minutes walk from the Nijo market, we're gonna go check out the TV tower. The tower was built in 1957 and is 147.2 meters tall. The Tokyo Tower and this one were designed by the same man. Well, since we're here, we might as well go inside and check it out. The elevator drops you off inside this pretty big gift shop, and there's no charge to come into here. And the views from this high are already pretty spectacular. But this tower is a lot taller than this, and there's an observation deck even way higher. There's a fee to get in. It's 1,200 yen, which takes you to another elevator to go to that observation deck. Dang. It's pretty crazy riding this elevator up. You definitely get to see a lot more than you bargained for. Especially if you have a fear of heights, I would definitely think twice about this one. You really get a sense of how high we're going up when you get to see a full length ride of this elevator. Imagine taking the stairs instead, right? Oh man, it's kind of a trip going up there. It's not like a hotel. There's like gaps and stuff. From up here you get 360-degree views of all of Sapporo. Below us is the start of Odori Park. We're looking from the east to the west. As you can see, they're getting ready for the Sapporo Snow Festival, which we'll be attending. It was originally created in 1871 as a fire break between the south and the north parts of the city. Just to show the scale of things, there's an excavator on top of that building, and we're way above it. We're at over 147 meters tall, which is 483 feet. Actually never realized how massive the city of Sapporo is. You could really see the scale of it from up here. Just to show you in perspective, that's where we just came from right there, the Nijo market. We're here to check out the Sapporo Snow Festival, which starts in a few days. But until then, we're going to check out more of Hokkaido. We're going to head up to Hokkaido's second biggest city tonight. We're going to head up to Asahikawa, which is an hour-and-a-half train ride from Sapporo Station. Here it comes. I just got to my room. It's time to get ready and head out and get something to eat. Not many tourists make it up here compared to Sapporo, so I figured while we're exploring Hokkaido, we definitely should check it out. The city is about a third as big by population than Sapporo, and it looks really nice so far. Asahikawa is known for its extra cold winters, by the way. It's an hour-and-a-half northwest of Sapporo. And with a cold night like tonight, this is looking really good. Pork shumai.
Pork shumai, 1 box.
Hi.
1 box.
Hi.
Thank you.
He has pork and shrimp ones available. I'm gonna try the pork. Arigato.
Arigato.
Pork shumai. Right. Hell yeah. Good. I'm taking a 2-hour bus ride to Asahidake. It's a really hardcore place for backcountry skiing and snowboarding. Depending on the weather is whether I'll be able to do it or not. Here we go. It's a haven for powder skiers and averages 15 meters of snow each season. It's the tallest mountain on Hokkaido. With its height above sea level, it gets some of the driest powder in the world, and it's not recommended for beginners or intermediate riders because most of it is backcountry skiing, and the avalanche danger is a serious thing. The mountain's also an active volcano with many steam vents. Just got here and the ropeway, due to high winds, is closed till further notice. Dang it, looks like I rolled the dice and lost. Came all this way to give it a shot and got shot down. Yeah, some people call this place a ski resort. It's just a ropeway line or a tram, and that's it. There's no ski rentals, no ski schools, nothing like that. Just hardcore powder skiing. Of course I'm trying to hike it. Gotta ride at least a little bit of it if it doesn't open up, right? Yeah, I hiked up about a half hour and did a small run. It really wasn't worth filming. And then I talked to skiers that said I hiked all the way up. I wish I would have known. I would have hiked all the way up. But I'm by myself, so what do, you know? Now I know. Next time I'll come back and you can stay around here. I'll stay a few days to make sure I get the ride. Well, good scouting mission if anything, right? The Asahikawa Winter Festival is starting kind of coinciding with the Sapporo Snow Festival. So they're starting to get ready for that. So we'll be able to see the very, very beginning of that. And then we're going to head back to Sapporo for the Snow Festival. I'm at the World Ice Sculpture Competition. pretty amazing watching these guys set up on how they start to construct these sculptures. But man, it's freezing outside. I'm gonna go in and get something to eat. Got a couple items that would help warm me up. That's like a spaghetti type plate with cheese, kind of comfort food type thing, and then this ramen dish. Not looking good outside. Wow.
結婚式の大谷さんの結婚式もね、やっぱワンナイト欲しかったですね。
Man, it's coming down. Walking into the wind, by the way. But the ice sculpture artists are working away right in the middle of it. Welcome to Japan. Well, it's the next morning and I have a train to catch back to Sapporo, but I've got a half hour or more to spare. We could walk around real quick and check out how far the sculptors got with their work. Yeah, when I left the restaurant last night, it was about 10 o'clock at night. I talked to some of these guys and they said some of them were up here working past midnight. So they're really putting the hours in to get these beautiful sculptures done. Noticing all the different types of tools that they're using to shape all their sculptures. Let me put it on my...
It's solid.
Wow, it's like a razor.
So it's just, yeah, okay, so the ice is freaking hard. It's normal ice. Wow. I was looking at the carving thing, it looked...
Here's a competitor from Thailand who was showing one of the ancient Thai warriors. Now, I've been to the temples in Bangkok and such, and I've seen these in real life. This is really impressive. This artist is competing from China. Look at the detail of the wavy hair especially. Crazy. I'm not sure how much time these guys have left to finish, but it probably doesn't start till, I would imagine, at least till tomorrow or something. Wow, this guy really put the work in. This one looks like it's near completion. Look at the detail in that dinosaur mouth. Crazy. Gotta grab my luggage and jump on the train back to Sapporo. And it's gonna be in full swing when we get back there. So we'll be able to see what the finished ice sculptures look like over there. Here we go, back in Sapporo. I already put my luggage away. And the snow festival is in full effect. You know where we're at. We were here just a few days ago. And let's go check out the ice sculpture part of the festival first. Yeah, look familiar. Ramen Alley's just down the block to the left. Welcome to the Sapporo Snow Festival. It's nice to see the U.S. represented. Here we have occupied Israeli territory, the House of War Criminals, aka Congress. Wow, the detail on these sculptures is something else. See, you can hear the crows. I told you earlier they were everywhere. This one's called Graceful and Dynamic Arowana. Look at the details on the fish, all the different scales and everything. It's pretty crazy. Oh, got first place too. And I was reading about the crows. I guess during mating season, they'll attack people from time to time. This one's called Shiritoko in autumn. Now look at the detail of that bird. Crazy. Guardian Dragon of the Frozen Realm. Wow, look at that. Second prize, this one is Aries. If you look how thin some of those pieces are, like the stars, I mean, imagine just how careful you'd have to be not to break them, you know, while sculpting it. This one looks really good. It's called Koi Fish, and just the detail and the design are pretty spectacular and intricate, and God, this one should have won one of the top prizes, I think. This one too, red-crowned crane. I mean, look at his beak, how thin that is. And all the detail of his wings and everything. How spectacular, right? Look, we're getting closer for the detail. Just look at that. And then when you go over to his wings, all the different lines and how intricately carved they are into the ice. Pretty incredible for you. Oh, and this one too. This is one of my favorites of the show for sure. This crab, and just again, all the detail on his body and his claws and everything. Called Cancer, I guess after the astrology sign. Yeah, let's go in close and really get a good look at the way they carve this sculpture. Absolutely incredible. What a labor of love and dedication, just knowing that in a few short days, they're all going to be gone. Look at the claws and all the teeth on his claws and everything. The bubbles, the barnacles on his claws. Wow. We're gonna have to come back at night and check out and see what they look like with all the lights. That'll be cool. But for now, let's go over to Dori Park and check out the snow sculpture part of the festival. Pretty incredible. Welcome to the 2026 Sapporo Snow Festival. We've made it to Dori Park. Remember, from the television tower, looking down, that's the section we're in. We're heading west right now, then we'll loop back around towards the tower. And just like the ice sculptures, the details on these snow sculptures is incredible as well. Look at that. If you want to, you can get in line to make a snowman. I think it's basically for the little kids. Pretty cool though. Those girls doing the live performing music, they were really good, but I know YouTube won't let me put their music in my video. But a lot of the sculptures are from companies, like this is a mayonnaise company. Not sure with a lot of the anime stuff, does anybody recognize any of these characters? Comment below. It looks like there's a lot of little events for children, little kids going down the slides and stuff. Along with the food vendors, there's swag vendors. You buy little beanies for your little kids and just different things that have to do with the snow festival. The castle is modeled after Aizu Wakamatsu or Tsuruga Castle, which is in the Fukushima prefecture of Japan. It was a samurai stronghold in its history and was built in 1384. This one's called Hokkaido Sweets Party. I guess it's a birthday cake with a bunch of decorations and different things surrounding it. Here's a Minecraft themed sculpture. It looks like Cup Noodle has a big display here as well. And if you want, you could stand in line and get a picture with the Cup Noodle Man, or take the ice slide behind him. And this one takes the whole show for me. The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's obviously advertising the new movie coming out May 22nd, and the whole area here is Star Wars themed. They have the movie poster on display with a Star Wars pop-up store with a bunch of different Star Wars themed items like Darth Vader building snowmen and stuff like that. But everything that says Hokkaido on it with the Star Wars is unfortunately sold out. Just showing you the different angles and the depth of this snow sculpture. This tower is starting with the history of all the Star Wars movies, starting with Episode 1 and the years they were released. There's Episode 4, 1978. That probably means it wasn't released in Japan until 1978. Of course, 77 is the original. And on to the movies that suck, and then the ones that don't, Rogue One and Solo. It's cool, you can really see the details of Mando's helmet, how much work went into sculpting everything. And they're playing the Mandalorian theme song, but when it plays it too loud, I can't video because, YouTube, you can't put that stuff on there. But yeah, excited for the new movie to come out, and what a great job and promo for them to be here doing it at the festival. Yeah, really clever to see all the different shapes and designs and just different themes of all the different sculptures here at the festival. Cold. And yeah, we've looped the park and we've been heading back towards the Tokyo Tower, heading east. Yeah, people come from all over the world, and especially all over Japan, to come to the annual Sapporo Snow Festival. It seems to be really family friendly, and everybody seems to be having a really good time. Looks like this end of the park is having the competing ramen company. The lines are long here. I wonder if they're giving out free ramen. I can't tell. Yep, and there's another Japanese girl in the skirt. It's real common, I'm telling you. They don't care. They wear them. They wear big coats and small skirts. Made it over to by the television tower, and there's a sculpture of the two Los Angeles Dodgers players who are Japanese and just won the World Series. So you can imagine how popular the sculpture is, and what a view behind it too as well. Iconic. Yeah, a lot of these sculptures don't have the name of them or whatever in English. That's why I'm not saying it. Yeah, we've made the loop and we're starting to head back west again for the part we need to finish up. And that one doesn't say English either, but he's from Mario Brothers, right? He's a Nintendo character, I'm pretty sure. It's coming down. Some of these are so cool. I'm just probably not getting it because they didn't grow up in Japan. But those seals are cool. And then check out what's over here. There was too many people earlier, so I missed it. So real quick, there's the moai from Easter Island. What a cool sculpture. All these fish and the crab, just really cool designs. Really impressed with what they could do with the ice and the snow, actually. Yeah, the snow festival here in Midori Park is set up in such a way where you're walking counterclockwise, so the flow of the traffic is all the same. Makes it nice and quick, and you're not bumping into anybody. Back over to the instant ramen spot. Looks like everybody's having a great time. I think the ramen is free, but now we're gonna go head over to the OG spot. Head over to Ganso Sapporo Ramen Yokocho. Pretty cool. It's a sign. Yep, we're going for lunch to have some ramen right now. And here we are. It's lunchtime and it's snowing pretty good. We're back at Ramen Alley or Ramen Yokocho. Back again. The wait's not that bad. The snowstorm's heavy, and the line was only a few minutes wait. But we're gonna try another spot today. We're in.
Ainda recebi parte em estoque, parte em caminhão.
Para casa, provavelmente o inquilino vai começar a também procurar vão para casa. E essa dessa perde o inquilino dela.
Mas eu não preciso tomar eu.
Oh, yeah.
Só faria isso no cenário que a Inglaterra virou dentro do prazo. Eu estou chegando perto do meu limite de 4 anos do amorzinho fiscal do UK.
Went back to the hotel and relaxed for a little bit. Now that it's nighttime, we come back out to go check out the ice sculptures at night. Fresh frozen. It's nice to see people stand in line to take a picture in front of the USA one. I had to wait till the crowd cleared before I got this shot. Checking out some of the favorite ones from earlier today. Crab looks really good at nighttime with the lights. Oh yeah, the crab got second place too. I really like this koi fish one too. Really detailed, really beautiful job. And the guardian dragon of the frozen realm, I thought, was spectacular. It looks great at nighttime as well. This is the little display booth that I swallow or whatever, and they will take your picture for free. So there's a big line for that. And they even have some interactive ones for the kids as well. Oh, and this little crab, I thought they did a phenomenal job on. Pretty cool. Wow, right? Really cool to see at night, but you know what? That gets me thinking. There's one more thing I want to check out. Just really quick, ran over back to Odori Park so we could check out a few of the snow sculptures at night, just really quick.
(2026 札幌雪まつりにご来場いただき誠にありがとうございます。ここ大通り西8丁目雪の HTB 広場の大雪
Beautiful. I had to come see it at nighttime, right?
회전 내에서의 드론등 노면 공기에 의한 촬영은 항공법상 엄격히 금지되어
Glad I ran over here, but it's time after seeing it to call it a night. Welcome to the Tanuki Koji shopping street or shopping arcade. It's almost a kilometer long and spans 7 blocks, protected above by its glass roof. It offers shopping, restaurants, and entertainment. You'll find souvenir stores, drugstores, vintage and modern clothing stores, ramen shops, and izakayas. Here's a Japanese steakhouse offering local wagyu. And of course, a handful of convenience stores like 7-Eleven. You can even play pachinko and slots, and there's an entrance to one of the local subway lines. Trading card stores, I guess if you're looking for that one Pokemon card you want, that might be the spot to get it. Here's one of those arcade stores or whatever where you could win certain prizes through like a claw type game, different toys and prizes. Let's check out and see what some of them are. Looks like they have everything from Japanimation anime to even some Care Bears. Don't forget your Pokemon Powerballs or whatever they are. Reminds me of an old friend named Pinu who used to raise pigs. I always see these grapes that look so good a lot of times, and they're very expensive. I wonder why Japan doesn't make wine. Maybe it's not in their culture. But yeah, as you can see, the shopping goes on and crosses multiple streets and pretty much has, I guess, everything that you would want as far as shopping goes, right? A lot of these restaurants look really good too. By the way, the food dishes that you could look at the meal already, that's really unique to Japan, Asia, I guess. I mean, you don't see that stuff in America ever, right? Looks like there's a whole industry here dedicated to display food dishes. Here's one of those toy capsule stores. I mean, you see these capsule pod things, whatever, everywhere. They're really popular, and the weird thing is mostly adults are the ones buying them. Anything interesting? Let's see. So I figure since they're so popular, let's go in and have a look. There's some baseball stuff like Dodgers, I guess would be real popular in Japan. Oh, this is pretty cool. Japanese cars with inky wheels. Those are real popular aftermarket wheel, even in the United States. Whatever these are, they look real familiar. And of course, Godzilla. But yeah, I really don't know who the market is for these, but they seem to be everywhere, and I always see people buying them. So they're popular for whatever reason or whoever they're for, whether kids or adults, I guess. See, crossing yet another block. This car's got Mugen on it. If you saw my Tokyo Auto Salon video, you know what's up. Here's one of the ramen spots. Well, at the very least, it looks like there's a lot of good places to eat in here. Here we cross yet another street. It's a long street, a lot of shops. And yes, Hokkaido does have bears. It's the same species of bear found in northern China and Russia. It's a large subspecies of brown bear, also known as a black grizzly bear. This looks good, a restaurant specializing in crab. I decided to go to one of Sapporo's most famous spots I've been wanting to go to for sure. Walking through the shopping center is actually on the way. We're just about done with that. But right before we head out on our way still, to get something to eat really quick, and I'm gonna go to somewhere really cool. Got back by the Nijo market real quick to try a different bowl of kaisendon. This one has sea urchin, but it's almost the same as the one we had last time. And about a 30-minute walk from the Nijo market, we finally have arrived. Welcome to the Sapporo Beer Museum. The museum has 3 floors. The tour starts on the 3rd floor, take an elevator up, and it's free to enter. It starts with a spiral walkway that wraps around this huge vat. On this floor, you'll find all the information about the history of the Sapporo Beer Company. Each display takes you through all the history and the facts about beer making, except it's only in Japanese. But if you grab one of these sheets on the side here, they're available in different languages. The company was established in 1887 and is Japan's only museum dedicated to beer. Yeah, the headings are in English as well, but none of the other information is, so make sure you grab the information sheet next to the table's literature. The museum takes you through its beginnings and then also the modernization of the art of beer crafting. The museum even goes through its tradition and all the ingredients that it uses and has some of them on display for the viewers to look at, appreciate, and understand what goes in to making this famous brew. The brewery is in a different location than the museum though. There's lots of the history of its advertising on display here as well. After you've learned about the history and the process of making Sapporo beer, the stairs lead you down back to the 1st floor where there's a tasting room. Huge line. You order your choices in line at the vending machine, and then right after that, hand it over to the bartender to get served. I'm gonna try a 3-pack of 3 of their most famous brews. Cheers. They were all really good. The classic one is only available on Hokkaido, and the Kai Takushi only available here. exit to the gift shop. And don't forget to get your gifts for that special someone. Nothing tells the cops better than to give you a DOI test than putting your car keys on a Sapporo beer can. Now, I'm just kidding. Pretty cool if you are a big fan of the brand. You could buy things like all these different stickers, and they have different sweets and chocolates. Those ones actually have like beer inside of them or something. But all the rest of them are just normal type stuff. Well, since the company's the same name as the city, I guess the souvenir would kind of dub as both, right? And this looks pretty cool. You could buy some beers that probably aren't available in your local market or convenience store. Got a lot of snow here. Here at the beer garden and restaurant, the center of the tables have a thing where you can barbecue as well. It would be really cool to eat here, but I got plans later. Not too hungry now, so I'm going to save it for one last meal tonight. Here's another store they call the Sapporo Beer Garden Shop and Cafe. And of course, one last chance to try a few and then get some Sapporo branded gear and swag before the visit comes to an end here. Long walk back to the hotel. I'm gonna go rest up, and one more place to stop by tonight. We're back with Kodai.
Yeah, give me
Ramen Teshikaga.
Teshikaga, yes.
Yeah. Sapporo Snow Festival
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah, enjoy.
Cool. We're in. What better way to leave Hokkaido than to come back one more time to Teshikaga Ramen? By the way, I came here a lot more than I showed on camera, but I ordered my usual, a spicy miso ramen with the corn and butter. And just as a send-off, because they knew I was leaving, they gave me a free plate of gyoza. What a delicious way to end my trip and all the time I spent here in Hokkaido. Yeah. So nice. Dumpy, man. Hell yeah. Should be heading to the mountains, not heading home. Dang, I hope they don't cancel the trains and airplanes again. I've been in Japan 5 weeks. I gotta go home. I had a really good time in Hokkaido. Maybe I'll come back next year, especially to go to those mountains that I missed. But there's one more thing I have to do back in Narita. I gotta go to my favorite restaurant in the whole world. Of course, we're back at Edeko Sushi with Yuji.
How are you?
Nice. Best bluefin on the planet. From Okinawa to Asahikawa, I've traveled Japan a lot, and my favorite sushi restaurant, hands down, is this one. My favorite thing to eat is bluefin toro, especially the chutoro, and Yuji cuts it bigger and better than any chef I've ever seen in Japan. I've been coming here for over 10 years, and I couldn't be happier sitting right here. If you fly into Narita when you come to Tokyo, make sure you stop by Narita Town and come visit Yuji and his staff at Edeko Sushi. He's a third-generation master sushi chef, and he runs this restaurant with his family. As I wait for my last round of chutoro before heading to the airport, I hope everybody enjoyed the videos we did here in Japan. Check out these other videos also we did, and hopefully I'll see everyone on the next one.